Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to edit your website. All right, so this is a website that's set up in Joomla, which is a content management system, and this site is uses a shopping cart called VirtueMart, so which is probably the most popular shopping cart. So this is it right here. Okay, so these are the products. What we're going to do today is I'm going to do a couple things. This first video, I'm going to show you how to just add a page anywhere in Joomla. Okay, so to do that, what we're going to do is we go to your website. In this case, it's catsandcarpet.com. All right. Now, so what we do is to get to the admin page, you do catsandcarpet.com/administrator. And this is how you'll log in to edit the page. Okay. All right. So we are logged in on the back end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another page between Contact Us and Testimonials, and we'll just call it, sale items. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So the way Joomla is set up is each one of these pages that you look at, other than the shopping cart pages, are actually set up as what's called an article. Okay. So these are all individual articles. All right. All right. So what we've got to do is you go to do a new article. You go to Content, Article Manager, click there. All right, you can see here there's 4 pages that are typed up that are all represented here. We've got the home page, which is called welcome to catsandcarpet.com, for dash custom cat trees, contact us, testimonials, and then professional opinions. You can see those pages here. So here's the home page. That's the welcome page. Professional opinions, testimonials, and contact us. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a new one. And we're going to call this sale items. All right. Now you have to pick a section. You can add new sections in another part. That'll be for another video. For small, simple websites that aren't more than a few pages, just select uncategorize. It doesn't matter. And then what we're going to do is we are going to type in the sale items. Okay. So let's. This is going to be our new article. Okay. So new article text. New article text. Now, let's say we want to add an image, a thumbnail image. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, on this page, which is going to show up right here, I'm going to add an image of one of the cat trees that you can click on, and then it'll take you over into the shopping cart to the sale page. Okay. Items on sale now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of preempt putting this image in, and items on sale now, I'm going to make that large. Okay, so when you're editing in here, it works kind of like Microsoft Word, but not exactly. Because this thing automatically sets your code up in proper HTML, which Microsoft Word does not do, it's best to format your text in here so you know exactly what it's going to look like. Okay, so when you do that, go to paragraph. See where it says paragraph here? These are the options you can use for the size, color, and stuff of your text. So I'm going to make this a heading 2, which expands it. Okay, so that's the second largest size we can go and still have valid HTML that jives with the rest of the website. So items on sale now. Let's just go in and pick one. We'll call it odds and extras. All right, so odds and extras. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the picture here. Okay. So what I've got to do is I'm going to save this article. Delete that little top part. I wasn't planning on typing this much. So I'm going to save this article. All right, and it's going to back me out to the first page. All right. Now, what I need to do is I need to go in and find an image. Okay, so the images I already have set up on. Let me go into my business. some carpets, carpet photos, odds and extras. Okay, and then I'm just going to use this image, all right, to add in there. Okay, so let me go back here. I'm going to go into the sale items. All right, once this loads, I want the picture to go right there. Okay, so to insert an image, there's a little image button right here. All right, wherever you place your cursor is where it's going to put the image. So I'm going to delete that, and then my cursor is just flashing right there. So I'm going to add an image. Now what you have to do is you have to upload images to your server. Okay, so to get the image from here, okay, on my computer up to the server, we have to upload it. Okay, so click the browse button, and then we're going to go to business. Or I'm sorry, I'm walking you through my photos, odds and extras. Okay, so just go find the image wherever it's at. All right. So this is the image I'm going to upload. I'm going to start the upload. Okay. So now that image, odds and extras, is right here. So we just click on it, and then we click insert, and there it is. Okay. Now this is a big image. Okay. So these little white squares allow you to resize it. Okay, so I'm just going to drop it down to say 225 pixels wide. The extras, and then I'm going to click apply. All right. Now, when you click apply, what it does is it'll save the article without backing you out to the previous screen. If you click save, it's going to save the article as is, but then it'll back you out. It just involves some extra clicking. Okay. So now, two other things that I want to do here, which will come in handy whenever you add a new page for whatever reason, is I'm going to add a link right here. All right, I'm going to turn odds and extras into a link. All right, so the way I do that is first I'm going to go to the page. So right now I'm on the page for the item. Okay, I'm going to copy the web address, the URL. Okay, by right-clicking, click copy. And then while I've got the words that I want to turn into a link highlighted, I click this little chain link button right here, and it's going to give me the option to turn that into a link. Okay, so you enter the URL just by right-clicking and then pasting the address we pulled from the other screen. And then now this is important. If you want the link to open up on the same page in the same window without going away from your website, you want to make sure that your target, right here, target, is set to open in current window or frame. All right. Now, if you've got a website or a link that you want to go to, you want to point to another website, you don't necessarily want people to close out your website. So in order to do that, let's say, for example, we're going to point to another, something else related, like a site that sells gourmet cat food or something. Anyway, instead of taking people away from your site and shutting down your window, what you do is, for target, you would click, instead of open in current window or frame, open in a new window. All right, so for this, we're just going to keep it in the same one. All right, so I'm going to click insert. All right, now for images, you can do the exact same thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've highlighted the image. I'm going to click the link button. All right, and I'm going to paste that same URL in here. I'm going to choose the target as current window or frame, and I'm going to click insert. Okay, so I click apply to save what I've done so far. All right, so now this is all saved. Okay, so this is all ready to go. Now what's missing is when I reload this page, like when I go back to the home page, when I reload everything, it's not showing us that article yet, and that's because we have to create a menu item. All right, so in order to do that, I'm going to close out of this article. I'll be back to this in a minute. I'm going to go to menus, come down to main menu. All right, so these are actually the titles from each one of our menu buttons that are spread out across the top of the screen here. So I'm going to add one more called sale items. All right, so we just click new. On internal link, I'm going to go to articles. It's going to expand, and then I want to go to article layout. All right. So for title, we're going to type in the title. So I'm going to just put sale items. All right. the parent item. Okay, so what happens with the parent items is, let's say, for example, we had a bunch of different categories of cat trees. Okay, so if we had 3,000 different cat trees available, might want to break them down into color, or whether they're carpeted or not, or any number of categories. You can take a new menu item, and instead of putting it out here on the end, you can tuck it under into a drop down. Okay, so that's what the parent item is. For this one, we don't want to make it a parent item. All right. You can also choose as to who gets to see it. So public means everybody gets to see it. Registered means that anybody who's registered with the site gets to see it. If somebody comes to the site and they're not logged in, they're not going to see that menu item, so they won't be able to click on that page. And then special, that involves some extra settings that I'm not going to go through right now. All right. Now, so the most important things is that you get the title, figure out where you want it to go, whether you want it to be just in addition to or underneath one of these other items, and then you have to select the article. So I'm going to click the button Select right here. We get this little pop-up, and then I'm going to select the article we just did, which is called Sale Items. So we click Save. All right. Now I'm going to reload this, and there's our sale items. Okay. So now I told you a minute ago too that we're going to tuck it in between testimonials and contact us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to tuck it between those two. All right. And all we're going to do is reorder this list. Okay. So there's a little green arrow right here, and it's also number 6 in this list. Okay. So you can click the green arrow to bump it up. All right. And that change took place. Okay. I'm going to click over onto the website. I'm going to reload the page, and you can see that the sale items button has now moved. Okay, so we can put it wherever we want. I'll move it over just behind our cat trees now. Okay, bump it up one, hit that green arrow again, and now it's right below our cat trees. When I reload this page, it should pop up right here. All right, and there it is. Okay. So anyway, that's how you do that. Now I'm going to go to the page and I'm going to show you the links that we did. All right, so here is the article we set up. Okay, so we do odds and extras. You can see that link did take place. All right, so the link that I put in there is successful. And then also the link on the picture. I'm just going to click on the picture. That link also works. Okay. Now, just to show you what I was talking about earlier with the links, let me go back to that article. All right, so again, I went to Content, Article Manager. I'm going to go into the article. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the image link, I'm going to edit the image link so that it points and opens it up in a new window, okay? So I'm going to click on the chain link, all right, which gives me the option to insert and or edit the existing link. So I'm going to edit the existing link, all right? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the target. Okay, so I'm going to set it so it opens up in a new window. I'm going to click Update, and then I have to apply that change. Now, when I reload the page, the link on the picture should open up a new tab. So we'll see a new tab open up here, okay? And there it is. Okay, so that's how you do that. And then I will leave it at that for this video. I'm actually going to go in and show you how to add another category for Virtue Mart in the next video. So thanks.